I think storytelling, as we know it, is about to change. You see, storytelling has largely been a passive and preordained experience. You watch, you read, you listen, and yet the story always plays out the same way.
We were on a break!
God damn you all to hell!
Sure, formats like video games are more engaging and dynamic, but it's not like you can script out every possible narrative choice and adapt the story in real time. There's just fundamental constraints. Or are there? Let's explore, and I'll show you a sneak peek of something I've been working on. Something that might just hint at the future of storytelling. Storytelling has taken many forms throughout history. From oral tradition to books, theater to film, and most recently, digital media. And it has become higher fidelity and more engaging as technology has progressed. But before we can look forward, we have to look back. So, I'd actually like to start with this. House of Danger. Let's dive in. Help! They're after me, the man cries. Halfway to the gate, he drops to the ground as if hit by an invisible hammer. You dash through the gate and run towards the fallen figure. But something stops you in your tracks. 3 snarling animals materialize in front of the house. What are they, you wonder? Can they be huge chimpanzees? They look mean and angry. For a moment, you are frozen to the spot. The man on the lawn can't move and needs your help. But what good to him will you be if you're mauled by the angry chimps? If you make a hasty retreat to your car, turn to page 29. If you decide that the chimpanzees are not as dangerous as they look and rush to give aid to the man, turn to page 3. I think we're feeling adventurous today. Choose your own adventure. It's a simple concept. You take the role of the protagonist and you're presented with a series of choices that allow you to choose the outcome of the story. Yet, while simple, this format taps into something that traditional books and other media cannot. Agency. It allows for branching narratives and deeper immersion. However, the choices are limited. They give the illusion of choice, you might say. Now sure, in video games there's things like procedural generation, for example in No Man's Sky or Minecraft, but that only gives surface level variety, not true depth or meaning. But what about Dungeons and Dragons or multiplayer games? True, those are adaptive and dynamic, but they have a major downside. They require friends. Massive L, touch grass. Get wrecked, epic fail, back to the drawing board, sport. But there's a form of storytelling we've overlooked. Dreams. Dreams don't have to follow the rules. They are ever adapting and dynamic. One moment, you're a medieval ruler deciding how many peasants to execute, to keep the other ones from getting any clever ideas. And the next, you're standing in front of your class, fumbling your presentation. And you're naked. Time, physics, none of it matters. Things can be exaggerated, more vivid than life itself. What's more, dreams can tap into our emotions and our personal experiences in a way that traditional storytelling cannot. Fear, all-consuming, and joy, transcendent. Fragments of your memories and your hopes and your desires all woven into one. Now, at the risk of sounding quixotic, I think we're on the cusp of being able to blend these aspects of dreams with traditional storytelling. We already have the spark of it. Well, only just. But I can envision how it can grow and evolve into something truly transformative. Allow me to show you what I've been building and give you a glimpse, an early, nascent glimpse, of what the future could lead to. So without further ado, what do I actually have for you? Well, you can see on the screen, it's a web app of sorts. It's a collection of stories. You can see here's kind of my working library of things I've been noodling with. It's got a nice little teaser image, maybe a summary, different stories, zombies, magical returns at Best Buy, llama destructions. But let's start a new one. We're going to start with a blank canvas, and it's going to ask us what kind of story we'd like. For this one, I'm going to say a noir private investigator murder mystery. Mystery, putting my typing to the test. Let's see what it comes back with. So we've given it our premise. What it's going to do is then fill in the details. And thinking back to the choose your own adventure format, it's going to allow us to step into the story as the protagonist. You can see here it's given us a little summary and chapter selection, a teaser image, and a story. And it's also generated the narration on the fly. So I'll actually see if I can get this to play for us.
The rain poured down like a dirty shroud, casting a dismal veil over the crumbling streets of Ashen City. You stood outside the dimly lit office of Ravenwood Investigations, the only place that would hire a private eye with a reputation as checkered as yours.
So what I'll show you here is, again, based on the premise, it was able to generate the narration, doing a pretty good job. And again, a teaser image based on the context. It's happening all in real time, all on the fly. So it can get a little crazy sometimes. It'll also give you some suggestions, again, kind of like the choose your own adventure. You can see, ask for more questions, investigate, or just outright refuse. To kind of stretch the edges of this a little bit though, just to show you I'm, actually doing this on the fly, let's get a little bit wild. Let's say that a magical dragon appears and grants me 3 wishes. So let's see what happens and see what it's able to do with this twist. You can see here now it's generated a new chapter. It's giving it a title and it's showing us a dragon. Not too bad. So now let's see what the narration has to say.
A magical dragon appears and grants you 3 wishes. What would you wish for, knowing that the consequences could be far-reaching and potentially profound?
Let's give it another twist yet again. So we can see here it's got some pretty standard wishes. But what I actually realize is I wake up having drunk myself to sleep at my desk. The dragon was not real, it was just a dream. A client walks in and offers me a case. Let's see if we can get it back on track. And it's got something for us. A noir detective story wouldn't be fit without some sort of an interesting leading lady, I suppose. And let's see what it has to say.
As you rub the sleep from your eyes, you realize that the magical dragon was just a dream. The weariness of the previous day still lingers, and the smell of stale whiskey and cigarette smoke clings to you like a shroud, already fading into the haze of the previous night's excess. The real challenge lies ahead, and you're ready to face it.
So, now that we've given it some twists and turns, let's see what it comes up with. Start the investigation, visit the police station, call Sarah to gather more information. I think we can let Sarah go for now. Let's go ahead and go to the warehouse. So we can see now we're in the warehouse, a nice gritty detective story. And the audio is being generated. It takes a little bit longer, but there it is. It's popped in. So let's take a look here. Let's go back to our, lack of a better word, bookcase. You can see this has been added to our collection, and it's got a bit of a summary teaser for us. So we're able to, again, kind of on the fly, we're able to work with this and kind of take twists and turns. It's generating a visual, generating some narration. It's able to adapt to whatever we throw at it. And it's, again, kind of, like I had said, sort of dreamy-like, sort of traditional storytelling blended into one. So what's actually going on here behind the scenes to make this all work? It's open weight models in my own code. I wrote with these 2 hands, running on a single server. And while at the time of this recording, AI is a bit of a loaded topic, I hope you'll agree that this is a genuine and exciting use case for the technology. Now, I'm by no means the first person to explore this type of use case for AI. There's plenty of tools out there that can do chat and even some that can do roleplay, if you're into that kind of thing. But the ones I found were all Swiss Army knives. I wanted to explore something that was more focused. What I've shown is sort of like the text-based RPGs of the early days of gaming. Imagine though, in the way we went from Doom to Cyberpunk, what this could lead to. Characters, whole worlds created just for you, adapting in real time to your every move. This is something I definitely want to keep working on. I have a lot of ideas I want to bring to life, and I think the technology still has a ways to go. So if you'd like to see more of it, please do let me know. And heck, if you'd like to try it for yourself, let me know that too. Being a solo dev, servers with GPUs that can run AI ain't cheap, and running a production grade app is a lot of work. But if you folks ask for it, I'll make it happen. As a first step, I'm thinking of live streaming this little app, and maybe we can write some stories together. For now though, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Aliens arrive and abduct me. A small green alien greets me. He says, "My name is Greg." Greg.
The little green alien's name was Greg, and he was eager to show you the wonders of his ship. His eyes sparkled with a mischievous glint as he beckoned you to follow him. "Don't worry," he said. "I don't want to probe your butt. Unless you want me to, that